head in the way? My head in the way? Getting ready to start the second game of the weekend. Jackets and Carsfield. Carsfield coming off a 3-2 win. Now the second game, we're going to assume again play 17-minute periods. We're in the traveling whites today. Hey. He's 32. Colin? Where did he come from? Okay. So 17 minutes on the clock. A little bit of a lineup change. We were playing with 9 forwards and 4 defensemen. And Kyle Mead hurt his shoulder early in the game yesterday. So we were down to 8. And we've got a stand. Here comes Jackson pressuring the goalie, forces it around. Sully tries to cut his man off and forces it back the other way. Puck behind the net and pressured on across and past Sully. They'll wave off the icing. Sully does a nice job throwing to the outside and then moves the puck up onto Connor. Connor cross ice, that pass deflected, held in, and then Sully with a good stick deflects that shot out of play. So we're going to face off inside the zone. Got Trevin out there with Logan and our new player, Connor. Pressure deep, hops over a stick, falls to Hayes. Hayes holds the puck and then it gets knocked clean. And Logan will pick it up. It goes off the boards. Trev touches it, can't win it. And then it gets dumped in. And Hayes knocks his man down. Puck goes into the corner. Ray bumps his man. The puck comes up top. Pressure by the Jackets goes back down low. Ray bumps his man and battles. Oh, comes back out in front. Puck is loose. Siebes with a big save and cleared out of the zone. Carshield gains and dumps near corner. Hayes on it, and he'll take an icing. Get a line change. So we're going to face off inside the zone. We've got Tommy out with Connor and Sonny. And Max has the puck, tries to move it up to Sonny. It's partially deflected, but then Sonny on a second attempt gets it out. Carshield will reorganize. They dump right back in. Floats in on Siebes to Hodes. And we'll get another face-off. What'd you say? 33. What's his name? 33. The new kid? Colin? Okay, same set of 5 out there. Just throw one back to the near point and to the center. Back to the near point. That shot. Siebes gets a glove on it. Sonny comes down low, can't win it. It's played lower into the corner past Sully. Max bumps his man off, but goes down, and Carshield maintains possession. Man moves to the front. That's blocked by Max. And then head man out. Here comes Connor across to Sonny. Back to Connor. Tommy gets it in the skates and ends up just offsides in the zone. So we got a line change with 9:49 showing in the first period, no score. We've got Luke out with Jackson and Corey. Hayes comes across and moves into the zone. Cuts to the middle. Puck still in feet. Squirts in on the goalie, and now we come out the other way. Ray back. Ray with a good poke check, and puck falls to Corey. Corey chips forward, hits a man, and Luke skates onto it. Luke's shot deflected to the far half boards. Jackson throws it back to the net, misses short side, but goes behind. Luke there, trying to win it. Jackson comes in to help, loses an edge and goes down. Here comes Carshield. Corey with a good back check, shoots man to the boards. The puck goes behind the net. Hayes leaves it off for Ray. Ray moves it into the corner, but Carshield regains. Ray with a good stick, holds it, and then moves it behind Jackson, and then brought into the zone offside, and we get a whistle. So now Logan will come out with Trevin and our new sub, Colin, with Max and Sully. Just one back to Max. Max curls to the outside, has the puck taken away from him. Logan tries to come in to help, and then it falls to Colin. Colin moves it to Trevin. Trevin gains the blue line. Colin goes to the front of the net. Throws it there. Puck is loose. No white jerseys. Logan comes down low and knocks it to the corner, but can't maintain possession. And then held in by Trevin. Trevin goes wide into the corner with two men. Puck is dispossessed, and out comes Carshield the other way. Headman, Sully comes over, cuts pass to the middle, nice pass. Oh, and a better pass there, and Max takes his defenseman out of the play. And Max moves up the ice, jumps in, takes a big hit, but gets it in deep. Trevin will give some pressure, and we'll get a line change. Out comes Sonny and Tommy Woods, and then it's chipped in, bouncing puck. Siebes has to steer to the corner. And then Hayes on to Sonny. Sonny's pass intercepted. Hayes picks up the puck at the blue line, and then has to reverse. Goes across. Ray, headmans to Connor. Connor through the middle. Tommy under his stick. It should be an icing, but they wave it off, so it's Ray back the other way. Ray pinches, and Carshield manages to exit the zone. Man comes in, dumps down low. Siebes will cover it. As players are bearing down on him. Yeah, we'll get a change. Luke will come out with Jackson and Corey. Sully and Max. Faceoff will come to Siebes right. This draw tied up and feet to the corner. Max wins it around. Sully racing to catch up to it. Moves it on forward to Jackson. Jackson gives to Luke. Luke ships. It's hit. Jackson comes in and pushes it forward, but then it's flipped into the netting and out. Corey getting into it a little bit after the whistle with one of the Carshield players. Trevin will come on for him. This face will come in the zone to the Carshield goal's right. Luke on the draw, Trevin on his right, Jackson on his left. Max and Sully across the back. This one to the half boards. No possession. Luke comes in. Luke gets pinned. Jackson tries to dig it loose. Still no possession. Then rimmed around the far side. Carshield moving up the ice. Headman pass. And gets through Sully onto Siebes. He'll cover. Now one of the Carshield players standing in front of Siebes, which Max didn't like very much. Finally throws a punch at Max, but no calls. We'll continue to skate 5-on-5 with 7:07 remaining first period, no score. Luke on the draw, wins it to the corner. Max gets taken down, no call. Puck's right up to the point. Then thrown down back around. Jackson over to the far half woods, shields the puck, chips forward. Oh, Luke almost gets it out, but can't. And then Max plays it off the boards, but Carshield first to it. Sully wins it around. Max does a nice job collecting it. He gets bodied, but gets it to Trevin. Trevin between feet, and then plays it back to Sully. Sully flips it forward, and Jackson, trying to split the defenseman, manages to interfere adequately enough to take back possession, and then a shot handcuffs the goalie. It's loose. Jackson comes in for a second go at it, then knocks it behind. Logan tries to move it through, gets past Trevin, comes to the far corner and up, and then takes a funny bounce off the stanchion. Hayes was waiting for it, and now Carshield comes the other way. Puck is loose in feet and comes away to Colin. Colin moves it to Logan. Logan gains the line, and Corey must have gotten in a little early because we get an offsides whistle. 6:02 remaining. Carshield wins this one into their zone, flips it back out, held by Ray. Ray goes across to Corey. Corey gets a piece of it, so we wave off the icing, and puck gets rimmed around. Colin steps in front of his man, digging at the puck, trying to pin it on the boards. Corey there to help. Colin goes down, tries to play it back from his belly, but cannot do so. And here we come the other way. Flipped into the middle. Puck goes behind the net, played back out to the other side. That shot rims back around, should go to Corey. Corey has some time, but gets closed down, and the puck stays in the zone. Hartsfield cycling on the near half boards. It's thrown in, hits Hayes' skate, and comes back to the half boards. Corey steps forward, puck to the far side. Played into the slot. Ray now battling in the corner, back up to the point. And to the near side, Corey, the shot. Ray knocks his man down and allows Tommy to pick up the puck. Tommy tries to split the defense, but cannot do so. Here comes Carsfield the other way. Sonny closes his man down at the blue line, jumps into Hayes. Hayes moves it around to Sully. Sully comes back to Connor in the near corner. He gets double teamed. Tommy comes in to help. Sully there as well. Puck goes behind. Goes behind the net and comes out the near side for a quick shot that misses the frame. Carsfield now in the far corner, throws it at Siebes, who does a nice job holding the post. And puck is loose and comes out to the point, rimmed back down to the corner. Carsfield doing a nice job holding possession here. Backhander goes wide. Connor comes over, bodies his man, but can't win the puck. Held in at the point and thrown back down low. Sully battles his man, pins him to the boards, but Carsfield comes away with it. That shot, nice save by Seeds. Puck goes into the corner. Carsfield dominating. Sully behind the net, throws into the corner, and the net's off. And we get a whistle with 3:41 in the first period. So we got fresh legs out there. Luke will come out with Jackson and Trevin and Max and now Ray. Draw one by Carsfield, plays behind the net. Into the near corner, Max bumps his man off. Trevin skates onto it. Trevin gets hit, loses possession. Puck on the half boards. Carsfield wins it. Ray goes down to the ground to prevent the pass, and then Ray chips it up. Trevin tries to chip and gets it past the defenseman who's pitching. So Luke throws the puck across ice, but actually puck entered the zone after Luke did, so we get an offsides call. So still Luke, Trevin, Jackson, Ray, and Max. Max has it. Max dumps it in. And I think the goalie accidentally knocked the netting off the moorings, trying to get to the puck. So we're going to face off in the zone. So face off will come to the goalie's left. Luke on the draw. He wins it back. Quick shot there by Corey. Dribbles in on the net. Goalie has to make a save. And then dumped in. Seeds behind the net. Moves it on around to Hayes and moves it on to Corey. Corey, the big hit at the blue line, but can't get the puck out of the net, out of the zone. Now digging and does come out. Corey picks it up. Corey 1-on-2. Chips in. And then peels off to go for a line change. Out comes Colin to pressure with Logan, and Trevin's still out there. Man stands on the shot, but picks up his own rebound, carries behind the net. Cuts inside. Puck is loose. Logan has it and gets it onto Trev. Trev trying to split the defense. Gets to the puck, absorbs a couple of slashes. Logan waiting for a puck to float out to the slot, but didn't make it. Chipped up. Hayes pinches. Goes down low with it. Puck now tied up, comes out again, and here comes Carsfield the other way. Chipped in. Seed will move to play it. Back up to Logan. Logan with a touch. cross ice. Here comes Colin. Colin shot blocked. He'll get his own rebound and throw it in deep. Trevin will go down and try and pressure. Play back up and then chipped in past Max. And they'll say no icing here. Oh, they will say an icing. So now we got Sonny out there with Connor and Tommy Woods playing wing. This draw, tied up in feet. Carshield comes away with it. Man gains the red line, back check by Connor, avoids the dump in, but then second attempt. Max comes behind, lays it off for Tommy. Tommy quickly to Connor. Connor cross ice to Sonny. Sonny chips in. Tommy trying to get around in front of his man, does so into the corner. A minute 20 remaining. Tommy battling, comes away with it. Connor throws it in the slot. Sully drops down low. Puck is loose. Couldn't get it to go. And then chipped up, held at the point by Sully. Sonny shot blocked. Puck goes into the corner. And now Sonny's going to get called for boarding. Who's several feet away from the boards. Sonny's not happy about that call. They're calling a hit from behind. So with a minute 2 remaining in the period, our second penalty. Carshield yet to have a penalty. Now we're putting a second man in the box, so I guess they must have called it 10 and 2. Which is not going to help us, given we're shorthanded. So we got Max and Sully out with Luke and Jackson up in the far corner. Sully ragging his man, staying with him. Played up to the point. Was pressured by Jackson. Sully tries to step in front and manages to get his stick on the puck. Now he's trying to get it pinned. Jackson there to help. Jackson blocks that pass back. Now it finally does come back. Cross-ice pass. Max comes over. That had a labeled deflection, and then Dixo chipped it on out. Luke will give some pressure as Connor Miller comes out. Hayes out for Sully. 19 seconds remaining in the period. Here comes Tommy out as well. Puck played across to the far side. Max comes over. Oh, Max gets away with a slash there as he broke that player's stick in half. Max has lost his stick. Puck played up to the point with 3 seconds. Puck is loose. And I don't know who blocked that. Max and Siebes were both lying in the crease. Max played the last 15 seconds of that with no stick. So he escaped to start the second period with 57 seconds on the power play to kill. Okay, so we're ready to start period number two. Still a 0-0 scoreless game. 57 seconds remaining on the kill. Luke and Jackson are out with Max and Sully. Puck one back to Max. Max will retreat all the way behind his net and then reverse it to Sully. Sully with time and space. Flips it up, bouncing puck that Jackson tries to skate onto. And Luke can't win it. And now here we go the other way. Sully steps to his man, blocks that shot behind the net. Jackson collects it. Jackson has some space. Headmans it, ends up hitting Luke in the skates, but he gets it on forward. Jackson moves into the zone, throws it at the net. Puck goes into the corner. 25 seconds remaining. Wingers change. Tommy out. Luke hustling to get back. Crochet gains the zone. Man on the half board. Throws to the bumper. And then down into the corner, defended nicely by Sully. Puck on the half boards again. Max moves over, back to the point. Luke now to the far side. Tommy pressures, and we're all even. Puck behind the net, into the corner. Max moves over for it, bumps his man. Shield plays it back to the point. That shot deflects into the corner. Here comes Colin. Colin pressures and allows Max to skate onto it. Max flips it up and out. Long change period. Colin pressures, and then chipped on. This will be icing. And we'll finish up a line change. We've got Colin out with Trevin, Logan, Ray, and Max now. Puck floating around, chopped at by Logan. Corey swings it behind the net. Torso comes out the other side. That flipped on, and Ray will pick it up. Ray plays behind the net to Max. Max moves it up the boards. Trevin comes in, moves it further, but can't get it out of the zone as there's a tie-up. Max battling for it, floats to the slot where Ray collects it. Ray flips it up, bouncing puck through the defenseman's legs. And Logan will pressure Ray behind the play, feeling something. Corey reverses it behind the net. Logan battling, has the puck pinned. Corey can't win it, and it hops past Sully. And now we come the other way, 2-on-1 developing into the slot. Nice blocker save by Seed. And then Sully takes his man down to the ice, and Ray grabs the puck and comes up, moves it on to Jackson. Jackson gets it on to Connor, and Jackson picks up the puck. Back to Connor, one-timer. Puck is loose. Goalie manages to cover it. Well, we've got Tommy, Connor, Jackson, Max, and Sully. Puck into the corner. Rimmed hard around. Puck floats out. Max grabs it. Max plays it on to Tommy. Tommy chips in and gives chase himself. Puck flipped up. Grabbed by Carshield. Max steps up and knocks it deeper. Connor bumps his man, can't win it. Pinched by Jackson, forces the puck behind the net. Puck is bounced up and out, and man's behind Tommy. Here's a breakaway. Seed does a nice job of holding the post. Connor gets it on past the Max, and the puck is played to the blue line, and now we get a whistle as the player who shot the puck goes down hard into the boards. So we get a face-off in the zone. Nice draw in the zone. Here comes Carshield into the zone. Puck is loose. Puck floated around. pressure in the corner. Now Ray steps forward, chips it up the glass. It's blocked back the other way. Puck loose. Just a scrum of bodies on the half boards. Now down low. Played out in front and through. Harsfield plays back to the far point. Pan to the near point. That shot blocked into the corner. Logan goes on, battles for it. Puck is behind the net. Pops out in front. Allen collects it. Hits it off the glass and gloved by the defenseman. And puck goes into the bench area. So we'll face off outside the zone. Tommy Woods with Jackson and Corey. Sully carries behind the net. Plays around to Hayes. Hayes moves it around. It hits Corey. And puck floats in on Seeds. And Tommy tries to move it forward. Hayes jumps on it and gets it onto Corey. Chipped, but Tommy follows up and dumps in. Puck ringed around. And out comes Carshield the other way. And moves into the zone. That shot wide on the net. And falls to Hayes. Hayes comes up, moves it on up to Jackson. Jackson gets it in deep and gives pursuit. Corey waiting for the help, but the puck is moved out, and here we come the other way. Man moves wide on Hayes. Hayes knocks it into the corner, plays the puck with his skate. Puck is loose. Now Tommy digging for it. Tommy and Hayes there. And puck comes back up to the point. That shot deflects wide, stays behind the net. Ray rides his man off, thrown out in front. And now Trev comes away with it. Headmans to Corey. Corey dumps in. And Trev will rag the puck a little bit, quickly play it up to the man waiting at the red line and then dumped in. Seeds waiting for it. Will glove it and hold it. 11:38 showing on the clock. So we get a face-off in the zone. We got Trevin out with Connor and Luke. Puck one in on Seeds, who holds it. We'll do it again. This draw to the half boards. Man gets inside Ray, plays back to the point, but the defenseman can't hold it, and it comes out. Pressure there by Trev. Wins the puck. Ryan there. Goalie holds the post. And then a pressure by Luke, but can't win it, and Carsfield gains the zone. Drop pass. That shot, Seeds holds. Seeds looking dialed in. So now we got Logan out with Colin, Corey, Max, and Hayes face off to Seeds right. Let's draw one into the corner. Max on it, holds, shows good patience, has the puck poked away but regains control, then tries to move it up to Corey and does so. Corey, we got a 3-on-2 coming, moves it to Hayes. Hayes into the zone, lays it off for Corey. Corey backhands it to the net. Hayes down low, protects the puck, gets pinned, and out comes Carsfield the other way. They gain the red line and dumped in. That shot's blocked. Puck is loose behind the net. We got a Carsfield player down. Hayes will collect it, and we got a 3-on-2 coming the other way. Hayes moves up ice on to Corey. Corey gains the zone, cuts in the middle on his backhand, gets bumped off the puck. Tommy steps forward, and that gets in behind Max. And a shot, glove save by Seed. 10:18 remaining in the still a scoreless second period. Ray and Sully coming out with Jackson, Tommy, and Trevin. Puck one behind the net. Ray gets bumped. Puck loose, comes into the near corner. Sully bodies his man. And then the pass up, anticipated nicely by Dixon. Moves it across to Tommy. Tommy dumps and gives chase and behind the net. Runs his man. Puck comes back the other way to Dixon, who's waiting. Cuts to the middle. His shot. Nice save. Big rebound. Sully doesn't have a shooting lane. Moves to the middle. Now onto Jackson. Jackson shot. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. And now we got all kinds of pushing and shoving. Puck was loose. So there was a lot of digging. Let's see what comes out of this scrum. 9:50 showing on the clock. Looks like we're going to have matching penalties. Jackson's going to go. So we continue skating 5-on-5 here. All right, so we look like we're ready to get underway here. We've got Logan out with Luke and Connor. And now it looks like Carshield's got an additional 2. Thought we were skating 5-on-5, but now it looks like we're going to get our first power play opportunity. So we got Luke out with Logan, Connor, Max, and Hayes. Basically, they come to the goalie's left. Luke moves into the draw, wins it cleanly back to Max. Max pulling to the middle across to Hayes. Hayes down low, on to Connor. Connor back to Hayes. Hayes back to Connor. Down low. It's Luke back to Hayes. Back to Luke. Luke steps forward, moves down. Connor steps in. His shot wide of the net. Blocked down. Luke gains control, plays behind, goes through Logan onto Connor. Connor back to Hayes. Hayes has to go back down low into the corner. And Luke has it. Luke with some time and space onto Connor at the left point. Back to Luke. They exchange, and Luke circles to the center. His shot blocked and into the netting. And we'll change up the lines here. Minute 18 remaining on the power play. Now we've got Trevin, Tommy, and Corey with Ray and Sully. Nice. Take him down the ice. Where is he? All right, so this will come back down with 107 showing on a penalty. Corey out with Trevin and Tommy. This one bouncing around. Sully can't win it, falls to Ray. Ray trying to get it to settle down. Ray curls to the outside, and puck is loose, now won by Trevin, who plays behind to Sully. Sully comes up the near side. On to Ray. Ray gains the red line and then the blue line. Ray carries behind, loses the handle on it, fired off the boards and through, and this should be icing with 36 seconds remaining in the power play. Connor, Luke, and Logan will come back out. Max and Hayes. Faceoff will come to the Garfield goalie's right. Luke take this draw to the half boards, and Hayes will step forward for it. Has to play it down low, but it's intercepted. Hayes steps forward, pinches, holds it in, and allows Connor to win it. Connor gets bodied off the puck, and now Crutchfield comes the other way, 2-on-2. Max on the puck, then comes around behind. Hayes with a stick check, puck comes dislodged. Now Hayes and Luke are battling for it. Hayes comes away with it. Hayes goes down in a heap, but Max collects the puck, moves into the zone. On his backhand, kind of shovels it towards the net, and we're all even. Puck goes behind the net. Logan pursues it with Connor. Connor comes out in front, throws it up, and rolled up the goalie's leg. Had a chance there for a second. So we'll change the lines up again. Tommy, Trevin, and Colin now with Ray and Hayes. This draw won by Carshield. They go to dump up the near boards, flips out to Ray. Ray holds it and flips back in, but offsides as Tommy was stuck deep. We'll get a face-off at center ice. Tommy allows Trev to skate onto this. Has Colin going to the front of the net. Trev has it poked off his stick, but Colin comes in and wins it. Back to the point to Ray. Takes a funny bounce. Ray gets a stick on it to avoid the break. And then Colin, battling on the half-boards, can't win it. We come the other way. Now cross-ice pass. Hayes has to come over. Man reverses. Hayes pokes it out of the zone and can't quite steal it. But now Tommy ties it up on the boards. Hayes comes in, gets his stick in there too, and now Tommy squirts it past the defenseman and jumps onto it. Reverses, looking for some help, back to Hayes. Hayes across to Ray. Ray, he's shot, blocked into the near corner, skated onto by Trevin, bouncing puck. Tries to go back to Ray and gets past him, but Ray does a nice job recovering, then played across to Tommy. Tommy tries to touch it to himself, and now Carshield comes the other way. Nice stick there by Hayes, but goes to the trailer. That shot blocked by Hayes. And now in the half boards and rimmed around deep. Ray moves down. Man going to the front. Ray goes down low to block that. And now Hayes comes over. That shot. And Carshield's going to go for a high stick. So with 6:16 remaining in the scoreless second period, we'll get our second power play opportunity. So we got Max and Sully out with Luke, Jackson, and Connor. This draw one into the defensive corner, rimmed hard around. Max has it hop over his stick, and now Sully will have to be in a foot race. Has a man going to the front, and wow, Max does a nice job getting a slight stick on it and allowing Siege to make the save there. So we're going to face off in the zone. Same set of five out there. 1:49 remaining on the power play. This one into the defensive corner. We're a little slow moving to it, and Carshield gets to it first. Luke's finally able to dig it out, and he moves away. Headmans it on to Connor. Connor, cross-ice pass. And they call an offside. The coaches on the bench did not like that call. Sonny finally out of the box after his 10-minute expires. 1:35 remaining on the power play. Face off outside the zone. Luke, Jackson, Connor. This one back to Max. Max moves forward with it. Gets closed down and loses the handle on the puck. He holds the board, so the puck is pinned. And Jackson trying to dig it out. Played back to Jackson. Jackson lays it off for Max. Max down to the face-off dot. Hurries behind. Moves it on over to Ryan and down to Connor. Connor on the half boards. Pulls to the middle. Sully back to Connor. Connor one-timer misses. And it's chipped up and out. We got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Man steps inside. Oh, and then an offside. And then Jackson, after the whistle, slashes the stick and breaks it. And I think he'll go for a slash. Correction, I guess they say it was, well, I don't know whether it was Max. I guess it was Jackson. Well, they're going to say it was Max. So that happened with 1:01 remaining on the power play. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for 1:01 and then 59-second power play for Carsfield. So this faceoff will come to Siebes Ray. We got Trevin out there with Logan, Ray, and Hayes. This one in feet. Ray comes away with it, moves it around. Hayes gets a piece of it behind the net, and then reverses it, but it ends up in the ref's skates. Trevin has to pick it up, reverses it for Logan. Logan has to chase it, moves forward with it, loses the handle on it, and then Carsfield gains control. Puck comes out to the middle, and then dumped back down low. Ray moves over to it, on to Hayes. Hayes on to Logan. Hayes jumps up, 3-on-3. Logan was late coming in, and now Ray in a foot race to try and reduce this shutout. And a nice save there by Siebes, who's really locked in. And then we got a penalty. And they're going to call Ray for a slash. Not sure I saw that. He was too far behind the guy to have slashed him, but so now for 18 seconds, we're going to play 4-on-3. And then for a minute, we're going to play 5-on-3. 4:34 remaining. In the period. So we've got Jackson out with Sully and Luke. Faceoff will come to Siebes right. This draw managed to get it to Sully on the boards. He kicks it forward. Man squirts in between them. Nice save there by Siebes, and Sully wraps it around and out. And they'll say a deflection, so no icing as Jackson will pressure the puck. Puck comes the other way. Ooh, almost squirts to Jackson's feet. Now we're 5-on-3 for 50 seconds. Puck at the near point, down low. Puck goes loose and up to the near point, pressured by Luke. Luke gets a stick on it. Sully walks over. There's a man open on the backside. Played across. Down low. Sully there. Jackson steps up to the point. That shot, glove save. And now we'll get Sonny with Tommy and Hayes. I got 32 seconds on the 5-on-4. And then another 45 seconds of 30 seconds on the 5-on-3, and then 45 seconds on the 5-on-4. 3:50 shown on the clock. This faceoff will come to Siebes left. This one to the half boards, up to the point, played across. And now into the near side, down low. Man carries behind. Siebes make a nice save there. Puck at the point, far side. Sonny moves over, cross-ice pass up to the high slot. That blockers. Oh, and Seeds with a phenomenal save. And Tommy gets it up the half boards, but not out. Man coming onto the ice in 1 second. Jackson looks up and gets it on to Max. Max. And the finish. Puck is still controlled by Columbus. Sonny backs it in. And the puck goes to the half boards with 25 seconds remaining. Tommy moves over to the puck. Man gains the zone. Onto the right. Max, that shot. Seeds. And a nice tie up by Hayes. And then the puck goes out of the zone. Here comes Tommy, one-on-one. Tommy with a shot. Goalie makes the save, no rebound. 10 seconds remaining. On the kill, 2:44 in the period. So we've got Connor centering for Jackson with Sully and Max. This one goes behind the net. Carshield will come up the near side. Connor comes over to pressure. Man gains the zone, goes wide. Floated in, and puck comes bouncing up and on to Luke. Luke has 3 blue jerseys around him. He'll carry behind the net, looking for some help. Stays with the puck, gets pinned, and out comes Carshield the other way. Jackson comes over to forecheck and intercepts. Now Jackson jumps onto it. Jackson on the far side has Luke going to the front of the net. Jackson runs back in. Jackson just dumped it in the net and scooped it 5-hole, and it snuck in. Goalie had to worry about Luke a little bit. Jackson held his man off with one hand and then slid it in with his other hand. Great single effort there. And we jump out to a 1-0 lead with 2:11 remaining in the period. So Luke coming out now. He wins that. Trev plays it on to Ray. Ray flips it up to the blue line. Bouncing puck, pressured by Colin. Can't hold it in. Nice work there. Colin wins it back. Gets it in deep and knocks his man down. Goes into the corner, rimmed around. Man open on the far side. Luke tries to close that down. And then Ray gets away with a skate trip there. Rims it hard around. Hayes bumps his man off. Puck comes out the far side. Thrown out in front. Good stick there. Puck to the high slot. That shot bounces wide of the net. Nice job there by Luke to get his foot on it so it doesn't come back out in front. And then it gets cleared into the netting. 1:37 remaining. Sonny will come out with Corey and Tommy. Now Max and Sully face off to Seed's right. Raw tied up in feet, and then Max plays it into the corner, pops out in front. That backhand goes short side wide. Carshield first to it. Man plays behind. Now up to the near point. Sonny steps forward. Thrown down low, blocked in. Max forces it back up. Now here comes Corey. Corey blocks it. And the puck comes out of the net with 1:10 remaining in the period. Played up the other way to the blue line. Nice pressure there by Tommy, but Carshield in the zone. That man looked offside. And a shot deflected. And Seeds gloves that one off the netting and then loses his balance. 1:03 remaining. So out comes Logan with Jackson and Connor, Ray and Hayes. Face off to Seeds right. Logan steps in for the draw. One to the half boards. Ray immediately on it. Has Logan helping him. Logan battling for it too. Connor waiting on the periphery. And it comes up. Connor waiting. It gets out to the point. That shot whistles wide on the net. Big rebound. And Jackson comes away with it. Jackson tried to get it on, but couldn't. And puck falls to Ray. Ray flips it on up to Jackson. Jackson cross ice to Connor. And Logan will skate in on it. Has Jackson going to the backside. Throws it at the net. Misses wide. 30 seconds remaining. Nice back check there by Connor. And Dixo rubs his man out. And puck goes behind the net. rimmed back the other way to the point, past Ray, and held in by Tarfield, puck down low. Little give and go. That shot whistles wide, takes a funny bounce and comes to Connor with 15 seconds remaining. On to Dixon. Dixon back to Connor, 10 seconds. Connor has his man beat, going in short side. Reverses it. Oh, and it just floats out. And with 5 seconds left, Ray will come over, and then Hayes collects the puck. And so we'll go to intermission. Up 1-0. What's this do? How do you have shoes? You're on it now. So like, yeah, that was good. Sonny. Yeah, Sonny. Go, Jonathan. Okay, ready to start the third period. 17 minutes on the clock. Jackets up 1-0. Going to start with Tommy, Connor, and Sonny, with Max and Sully. Tommy wins this cleanly back to Max, over to Sully. Sully back to Max. Max off the board. Sonny plays it back to Sully. Sully loses an edge, gets back up and lays it off for Sonny, who bangs it off the boards and out of the zone. And Tommy tried to skate onto it, couldn't quite control it. Max has it, moves it up to Connor. Connor takes a heavy hit and back into the zone and played across to Sonny, who plays it back behind the net. It squirts out in front, and Steve has to be ready for that one. Sonny skates onto it, gets it on to Connor. Connor flips to the middle, right to one of the defensemen, who quickly plays it to the near side and played on through. Hayes steps forward. That shot blocked to the corner. Hayes moves it on around. Up in, intercepted. Luke has it taken off his stick, and puck is loose, and then Hayes clears it away. Thrown to net. That comes just wide, and then the net comes off. And now I think we're going to have a penalty on somebody, on Carshield for a slash. Didn't see that in front, but it must have happened. So a 2-minute power play. Jackson will come out. And it looks like we're getting our lineup set here. Luke, Jackson, and Connor with Ray and Hayes. This face all come to the Carshield goalie's left. So Luke will move into the draw here. Carshield only has 3 guys on the ice. They'll get a 4th. Luke moves in. This draw in feet, and Connor plays it back to Ray. Ray back to Connor on the half-boards. He goes down to Luke and floats out in front. And in skates, Connor can't win it, and it falls back out to Ray. Ray to Hayes. Hayes across to Ray. Ray rims it hard around. Jackson hustling for it. Blocks it with his body. It goes down lower, and then comes out to Hayes. Hayes has to come out of the zone with it. And Hayes gets bodied down. Puck is loose, and Connor plays it across to Ray. Ray reverses, and he'll wind it up behind the net, leaves it for Hayes. Hayes moves up the ice. Headmans it on to Dixon. Dixon gets a touch on it, can't win it, goes behind the net, moves it back into the corner, and back up to Hayes. Hayes shot, deflection, and then Jackson gets dumped as the puck goes into the netting. So 15:06 on the clock, 1:03 remaining on the power play. Now we'll have Trevin, Tommy, Sonny out with Max and Sully. Face off to the goalie's right. This one cleanly back to Sully. Sully halfwards to Sonny. Oh, he laid it off for Trevin, who had cycled in, and so Sully has to pick it up. On to Sonny. Sonny shoots it right to the middle to a waiting defenseman. And then the clear hits the body and then hops out, and Sully will collect it his own blue line, and he'll carry all the way behind the net. Comes up the near side, cross to Max. Max gains the red line and then dumps in wide of the net. Trevin digging for it. He gets bodied. Tommy there to try and help. Puck is loose, comes up the boards. Still trapped, no possession, and now comes out of the zone. Oh, and Tommy's going to go for a trip here. And that'll effectively end the 18 seconds remaining in the power play. And then we'll play man down for 1:40. So we'll get a face-off It's like in the zone. Jackson, Connor, Ray, and Hayes face off a bit of Seeds left. Jackson will move in to take the draw. Wins it to the corner. Hayes jumps on it, reverses, and then plays it around. Connor won't be able to get to it. It gets out of the zone. And Fairfield will move back. Played up and moves on in. Fairfield gains the zone. Man tries to stick handle in the middle. Comes to Ray, who gets it on to Jackson. Jackson gains the red line and dumps. He and Connor will go for a change as Ray's going to give a little bit of pressure and then peels out. Minute 30 now on a penalty kill as Jackson cycles back out and Luke will move down. Puck played to the far side. Ray. That looked like an offsides entry. Puck comes down low. Hayes bumps his man. Gives Corey a chance to get to it, but can't quite reach it. Now Luke pins his man in the corner, battles 1-on-3. Hayes comes in. Hayes bodies his man up, forces a reversal. Ray anticipating it. Now Ray has it in his skates and gets it onto Hayes. Hayes bangs it off the glass. Doesn't go very far. He's got his stick held, and it comes away. And now Carshield with sign set up, held at the point to the near side. Corey steps out, bumper across ice. Ray can't win it. Puck is loose, and now Luke can't quite win it, and Carshield holds it in. 30 seconds remaining. Play to the near side. Corey steps forward, bumper. Puck is loose. Hayes will jump onto it. Has Corey, goes off the boards to him. Corey can't win it. Stays with his man. 20 seconds remaining as Carshield moves up the ice into the zone. Sonny rides his man to the boards. Puck is loose, comes across to the far side. Puck hops over a stick, no shot. Puck played down low on the half boards. Max bumps his man and allows Hayes to skate onto it. Hayes reverses, loses the handle on it, but then gets a poke on it. Puck comes to the point as we are all even. Man steps down low, and the puck deflected into the corner. Corey stays with it. Puck reverse. Max bangs his man down. He's looking to see if he was going to get called for a cross check. Corey jumps on it and chips it forward, and this will be an icing as it misses the net. 12:05 remaining on the clock. So we've got Trevin out with Logan, Colin, Max, and Sully. Max wins this one to himself in the corner and plays behind to Sully. Sully quickly on and moves through Trevin. Trevin can't quite hold the pass, and Carshield comes back the other way. Dump to the line. Max stands his man up and allows Logan to play it back to Sully. Oh, Sully loses an edge behind the net, manages to recover. Trevin helps him, and Ray picks up the puck. Ray, can't clear it, but stays with it. Second effort, gets it out of the zone. Puck played across, and quickly headman deflected in, knocked down nicely by Logan. Logan turns, and that's offside. No call, as the man goes behind the net. Sully reaching for it. Puck is loose on the half boards, played up to the near point. Cross side, that's blocked by Collins. Puck held in, man cuts the middle, Colin knocks his man down. That shot deflected. Now all that transpired after the puck was brought in offside. But that makes it 1-1 with 11 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. So now we got Tommy out with Connor, Sonny, Ray, and Hayes. This one cleanly back to Ray. Ray gains the red line, flutters it in, knocked down by the defenseman and thrown right back. But Ray does a nice job knocking it out of the air and holding it at the line. Tommy trying to get it deeper. Ray steps forward, takes a big swing, but the puck comes the other way. Hayes comes over, and that's offside. And we get a whistle. Same group out there. Face off outside the zone. Tommy can't win this one. Carsfield throws it in, but Hayes steps up, and he bangs it off the boards and out. This will float in on the goalie. He holds it with Connor bearing down on him. We'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. Tommy moves in, wins this one, back to Hayes. Hayes half boards. Connor moves in. That shot, goalie makes the chest save, holds, no rebound. We'll try it again. 10:36 showing on the clock. Now 1-1. Tommy again moves in on the draw. This one went to the defensive corner. Connor battling for it, can't win it. Hayes pinches and holds it at the line and gets it to Connor. Connor shot, deflection, puck is loose. Sonny can't find it. And Carsfield clears it to the corner. It's flipped up and out, and this should be an icing. And we'll get another offensive zone face-off. Change up the lines. Luke coming out with Jackson and Corey. Now Sully and Max. This draw won defensively. Limbed hard around. Max jumps it and carries it on down low. He gets pinched, battles through it, stays with the puck. Max reverses, goes behind the net, still chasing after it. Played up the boards and then falls to Luke. Luke moves it to Dixon. Dixon to Corey. Corey gains the line, throws it to the net. Fluttering puck, goalie holds. And we'll get another in-zone face-off. Here comes Logan, Trevin, Colin. We'll keep Sully and Max out there. 9:56 on the clock. Logan will take this draw, has Trevin behind him. One in the defensive corner, rimmed hard around. Comes to feet, man loses the handle on it. Colin can't turn it around, and we come back the other way. Headman gets a nice poke check by Sully as the man was by him, and then rimmed back. Max waiting on that, played out in front. Siebes with a nice play, and now Max flips it up and into the bench. So Sonny will come out with Connor, Tommy, Ray, and Hayes. Face will come to Siebes right, 9:27 showing 1-1. Siebes making some adjustments here. Tommy will move in for the draw. In feet and played back to the point. Bouncing puck held in, thrown at the net. Deflection and a rebound goes just wide. Puck is in the corner, battling for it. Oh, puck squirts through the crease. And now Tommy will skate onto it. Tommy cuts inside one man, but has the puck taken away. And a big rebound falls to Connor. Connor cuts inside one man, has Sonny on the far side, and has Tommy coming late. Tommy shot, and a rebound just past an outstretched Sonny. Sonny close to the middle. His shot whistles just wide. Hayes will hold it in at the near point. He'll throw it down low. Comes to Sonny. Sonny has Tommy out in front. Sonny comes to the near corner, tries to throw it and stuff it. Puck is bouncing, and here comes Carsfield the other way. Nice back check by Connor. Connor cross-eyes quickly to Sonny. Sonny, his shot, goalie just gets a piece of it as it drips into the corner. Puck down low. Sonny rides his man off, battling for it. Connor in there to help. These two have been working hard this shift. Sonny comes away with it, goes down to his knees. Back to Hayes at the point. Hayes throws it towards the net, and it just missed wide. Ray sneaks down, plays it to Connor. Luke comes cycling in. Shot up and bouncing puck. And Hayes steps forward. And man into the zone. That shot, glove save. No rebound. 7:58 remaining. And we'll change the lines up. Corey coming out with Jackson and Luke and Max and Sully. Luke wins this one to Max. Max rims it around, but out of Sully's reach. He has to reach to chase it. Tries to get it onto Jackson. It's chipped, but held in. Bouncing puck. Nice stick there by Sully. Played back to the point. Jackson anticipated it, but couldn't quite win it. Puck dribbles wide of the net. Sully can't get it corralled. Pump pops out in front, and then Jackson jumps onto it. Has Corey coming with him. Jackson moving up ice. Lays it off to Max. And shot. And looks like Jackson's going to go for a slash. So we're going to play man down again. 7:28 remaining. They're going to call interference, but either way. So we got Max and Sully out with Luke and Corey. Luke will move in to the draw. Puck one back to the point. Cross ice. Corey steps forward. Back to the top. Luke, man, cycling down low. Back to the top. Luke. Corey steps forward. That shot never makes it in. Siebes holds his post and covers. We'll change things up. Connor and Sonny will come out with Ray and Hayes. Burn 16 seconds. Sonny now in the draw. Wins this to the corner. Hayes rims it hard around. Connor reaching to catch up to it. Can't throw, and a deflection that goes just wide. Now to the far point. Sonny steps forward. Half board. Down low. Ray comes across. Up to the point. And now to the middle. Thrown to the bumper. Played to the half boards. Hayes blocks that. He'll try and eat it. Puck in the corner. Carshield comes away with it. Rays with it. Stick. Falls out. Oh, it's under Sonny's stick. Then he deflects the shot. Puck is behind the net. Ray comes over. Played up to the point. Man close to the middle. And Hayes and Ray get tangled up. And puck played across. Sonny steps forward. Now Connor. Oh, man. Open with light. Nice. Ray goes down and blocks it. 50 seconds remaining. Ray goes down again and wins it. And Ray will flip it up. And they'll call an icing. Even though the defenseman fell down and could have made a play on it. So 43 seconds remaining on the kill. Sully and Max back out with Corey and Corey and Tommy now. Face off to Siebes left. This one to the half boards and played back to the far point. Man moves to the middle, near to half boards. Corey comes over. Oh, good anticipation by Sully. Gets a stick on that. Puck is down low behind the net. Max battling two men and played out. That shot whistles wide of the net, and a big rebound comes all the way out. And Tommy will move down to give some pressure behind the net. Man loses the handle on the puck. Has to play it into the corner. 15 seconds remaining in the kill as Carshield will start behind their net. Man comes to the middle. Headman and into the zone. Has somebody going to the front of the net. Opts not. Holds on it. There's Max on the puck. Played to the near side. Or even if the man comes out, that pass never makes it there, and then Collins skates onto it and then flips it up and out. And Tommy will pressure a little bit. Forces a reversal as we finish a line change. Puck played up to the red line. And then in, Max bumps his man. Gets away with a little bit of a trip. Collins flips it up into the netting. And we'll get a face-off in the zone. Clock shows 5:01. So we've got Logan out with Collin and Trevin, and Ray and Hayes face off to Siebes left. puck on the half boards, and then one back to the point. That shot hits somebody in the head and falls to Trevin. Trevin flips up, and a good touch there by Collins, so no icing, it's no pressure. Rides his man to the boards. Logan comes in to help, but it's chipped past him, and now he come the other way. Gains the red line. Trevin bodies his man, falls to Sieve, and Sieve holds. 4:39. Keep that same set of five out there with 4:39 showing on the clock in a 1-1 game. Logan will take this draw. Carshield wins it, but not cleanly. On the half boards, Hayes steps forward, gets a good stick on it, falls to Trev. Trev chips it on forward. On to Colin. Colin dumps. Bangs it behind the net, and he'll be the first one to it. Bodies two men off. Trevin comes in to help. Colin now in the corner, played up the half boards, and then a cross-ice pass, and Carshield comes with speed. Hayes on the puck. That shot blocked into the corner. Big body there by Luke. Hayes comes in to help, and he moves it on around to Ray. Ray has Colin in front of him. Ray chips it forward. And here comes Carshield. That good stick by Hayes, and the puck shot up out of play. 3:55 remaining. So we'll finish our line change. Luke now out with Jackson and Sonny and Max and Sully. Careful to come to Siege left. This draw, tied up, played back to the point. Big charge there, and Corey skates onto it, chips it forward, but the defenseman waits for it on the defensive line and chips it right back in. Oh, and then Sully chips at it but doesn't get it out. And Carshield comes in, and a shot. Ooh, Siebes gets the arm tucked and keeps it in front of him. Tommy, Connor, and Sonny come back out. 2:36 showing on the clock. Tommy Woods on the draw. He wins this one cleanly to Max. Max rims it around to Sully. Sully quickly onto Sonny. Sonny gets it behind him and loses the handle, but gets it out of the zone. Then the puck falls to Sonny again. He goes around one man, gains the blue line, tries to force his way to the middle, gets closed down, and Carshield comes back the other way. High stick touch, and Max takes the advantage of jumping onto it, moves into the zone, goes wide, holds off, gets in front of the net, puck is loose. Goes into the corner. Max from his knees gets a swipe at it, but can't win it. And now Carshield comes the other way. Man cuts inside. Connor Seed sticks that one. Puck bounces behind the net. Carshield gains it back out in front. Played back to the point and to the far side. Here comes Sonny. Sonny's block goes wide. Tommy will skate onto it, chips it up and out of the zone. And then a cross-ice pass misses the intended target. And now we got a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle's for. Maybe an offside? 2:40 showing on the clock. Luke, Jackson, Trevin, Ray, and Hayes. Just draw one back. Place to Hayes. Hayes reaching for it, can't really get it forward. Now it's tied up in the neutral zone. Tommy and Trevin digging for it. Trev takes a cross check up high. Puck falls to Hayes. He goes off the boards to Trev and into the zone. Puck moved the other way. Hayes gets a stick on it, so it'll flow down on Siebes. He'll cover. 2:16 showing. Get a face off in the zone. Sonny will come out with Connor and Tommy. Short shifts now, the end of the game. Ray and Hayes will stay out there. Face off to Siebes left. Tommy will move in for this draw. One. Hayes has it in the corner, rims it hard around. Connor waiting for it. Picks it up off the half boards, gains the red line. Cuts to the middle. Waiting for Sonny. Gets it to him. Sonny's shot. Just saved. No rebound. And we got an offensive zone face-off, 2:06 on the clock. Tommy will move in for the draw. This one by Carshield into the defensive corner, chipped hard. Ray steps forward and wins it, but it's going to go in offsides. And so we'll get a face-off outside the zone. .158 on the clock. It changed the wingers, Jackson and Luke coming out with Trevin. Still Ray and Hayes. Face-off will be at center ice. Trevin trying to get his helmet settled. Luke moves in for the draw. It's in feet and played back by Carshield to their own defensive line. And gains the red line and into the blue line. Dumps but blocks there by Ray. Hayes comes around. He gets bodied off of it. Puck floats out in front. Trev picks it up, lays it off for Ray. Ray a little bit behind Luke, who can't control it. And then Carshield dumps it. Hayes knocks it down at the blue line. Heads the man's to Luke, but can't win it. And then kick forward. Trev's got to wait, and he didn't see Luke still in the zone. 1:27 remaining. Sonny will come out. Tommy and Connor. And we'll still leave Ray and Hayes out. 1:27 remaining. Now Tommy moves in for the draw. Wins it in. Sonny has it taken away from him behind it and flipped out to Ray. Hayes picks it up. Hayes off the boards. Touch pass to Tommy. Tommy throws it at the net and gets dumped down. Goalie holds. An offensive zone face-off. Minute 11 showing on the clock. Score still 1-1. Tommy will move in. Has Sonny behind him. Oh, Sonny's going to take the draw here. Has Connor behind him to the left. Tries to get it to him. Connor one time, but the bouncing puck, he can't get it in. And then this should be icing, but they wave it off. So Seed plays it behind a Hayes, who goes quickly to Ray. Ray headmans it on to Sonny. Sonny cross-ice pass, deflected, but falls to Hayes. Hayes dumps, only as far as the blue line, and played off the boards. Bouncing puck. Ray does a nice job to control it. Sonny now battling at the blue line, trying to chip it forward. It gets knocked up into the air and bounces and settles with 40 seconds. Hayes behind the net. Headmans it. Connor gets a touch on it, so no icing. 30 seconds remaining. Then hard around, takes a funny bounce off the glass, comes to Sonny. Oh, and Connor lurking for a rebound with the goalie gloved and held. 24.9 seconds remaining. Here comes Jackson. Trevin, and Luke with Sully and Max. Face up to the goalie's right, 24.9 seconds. Luke wins it back. Max throws it at the net. Goalie never saw it. Dixon banged at the rebound but couldn't get it to go. Linesman holds that up a little bit. It's in Max's feet. He goes across to Sully. Sully back to Max. Luke asking for it, bouncing puck into the zone. Luke does a nice job holding it, has Trevor on the far side, but goalie sticks that out of play. And we got 2.1 seconds remaining and a face-off in the zone. That blocked and chipped out, and that'll end it. See what we're going to do, whether we're ending in a tie, we're playing regulation, or what's happening. Teams don't appear to be leaving the bench, so we're going to do something, it looks like. So it looks like we're going to play 5-minute 3-on-3. And we're going to change ends. So long change. So we're going to start with Jackson, Luke, and Hayes. Five minutes on the clock. Tommy will move in for the draw. In feet, Carshield gains control and moves in. Shot blocked by Hayes. And the puck bounces to Jackson. Jackson moves up the ice, absorbs a couple of flashes, bails out, and chooses to reorganize. Hayes moves up the ice, lays it off to Luke. Luke gains the blue line. Cuts to the middle. His shot whistles high and wide, gets his own rebound, and will bring it all the way back out. Nope, reverses at the last second. Jackson trying to beat his man into the zone. Luke reverses. Plenty of time and space. Lays for Hayes. Hayes will peel out and lay it off for Trev. Trev moves up the ice, cuts to the inside with speed, goes into the heart of the defense on his backhand. That shot blocked and rebound gained by Carshield. Trevin mirrors his man. Oh, and we've lost the man already. Hayes will have to move over to the man with the puck. With speed, that shot. Seed holds. No rebounds. We'll get Sonny out with Connor and Max. So we're going to face off to Seed left. 3:36 remaining. This draw. Sonny wins it. Moves up the ice. Has Connor to the middle. Has Max in front of him. And then loses the handle on it at the blue line. And Carshield comes back the other way. Plays to the middle. Man coming late. Connor forces a dump. Sonny on the puck. Connor stays with his man. Played around. Puck bounces and falls to Sonny. He lays it on to Connor. Connor has it taken off his stick. Sonny jumps onto it and gets it on Connor. We got a 3-on-2 now. Here comes Connor. His shot and a score on the rebound as Max was there and puts it in. And we come away with a 2-1 overtime win. Connor beat his man to the outside, shot low far post, and Max was waiting for the rebound. And a good